Today I want to talk about brands that are making a comeback that haven't sold in my closet in years. Now, this is what's happening for me personally. I'd love to know if it's what's happening for you too, but let's just get started. I also want a little disclaimer. Please look up comps when you go to the store and see if these items are still selling. Even I'm doing this in January 2026. But again, this is for my closet, my platform. So it's not always the same for everybody. I don't know if it matters where you live or whatever else, but always check comps. So let's talk about women's brands that did not sell for years in my closet and are suddenly selling now. If you're a reseller and still skipping these brands, you may want to take a look. And like I said, check the comps when you're in the store because it might be costing you money not to get them. If there's one thing I've learned since I've been reselling for years is that brands don't just disappear. They just go quiet. Sometimes it's for 3 years, sometimes it's for 5. So if you were selling something 3 years ago and it stopped, that doesn't mean it's not selling now with the store's new styles and more modern looks. It doesn't mean that the old ones are coming back sometimes, but it does mean that the store's coming out with the styles and the trends that are in today, and people are buying them. So the first up for me is Abercrombie and Fitch. And I know that this has been selling for some of you all along, and I know that places like Plato's Closet still take it, and even some of the other consignment shops, but on my platform was not selling. It is selling now. For a long time, this brand was a no unless it was vintage for me. And now their denim, trousers, dresses, and elevated basics are selling very well. They completely rebranded. And when they did that, it's now cleaner, more mature, with better fits, and buyers responded. Along with that comes Hollister. Hollister used to scream mall brands in the early 2000s, mall energy, I should say, and not in a good way. But now they're relaxed denim, soft basics, coastal casual pieces, and there are so many other ones. They have modern silhouettes. They are selling again, especially with the younger buyers. And on most of these sites, especially Depop, you want to, I want to say tend to, but that's not the word I mean. But you want to put out things there for the younger buyers because they're getting on all these platforms more than people my age. Though people my age like me, I'm getting on them. But some people don't even really know that they can get things at cheaper prices online because they just aren't into that. The next one is Gap. For me, Gap has not sold in so long, maybe 4 years. And Gap had a long stretch, I think, for everybody where it just sat. Let me know if it has been selling for you or if that's just in my neck of the woods. Now their denim, their linen, their logo shirts, sweatshirts, and easy everyday basics are moving again, especially when they fit into the effortless, minimal aesthetic. I'm going to be doing a whole thing about aesthetics. Tell me which ones you'd like to learn about. I'm literally putting together so much stuff on aesthetic course, not only because I want to learn it. Once I learn it, you can learn it, and I need to learn it. So I'm learning it slow but sure. The next brand is Banana Republic. Another strong comeback for me, Banana Republic. This brand used to feel very corporate to me, and now it's more neutral, elevated, and timeless, I believe. So some of the things that Banana Republic is putting out now may be selling for a while. Their new pieces have more quality fabric, relaxed tailoring, modern cuts, and they are selling well again to the adult buyers. The next one up is Vera Bradley. Now, if you don't know who Vera Bradley is, you've been hiding under a rock, because it's a very distinct look. For most resellers that I've spoken to, people have put a hard pass on this. I still have some buyers who love Vera Bradley throughout the years. I should say still loved Vera Bradley throughout the years. But for most, they're saying hard pass. So now, smaller styles, certain patterns, and even nostalgic prints are coming back. But they're also selling some more quiet styles. Normally, I wish I had one here. I did before. But normally, it's a bunch of different patterns and colors, and that's why people love them. But that could also be why they took a pass for a little while, and now they're quieting down some of their new styles. Nostalgia is powerful, especially right now. It's amazing how many things I see from when I was a kid, and as soon as I see them, I'll comp them so that I know if I can sell them or not. So the next is not a brand. It's all of those brands from the mall era. And yes, brands again like White House Black Market and Taylor and Loft are selling again when the pieces are more modern. This is really important for resellers. Here's the key, and I wrote this. Not everything from these brands sells. You're still looking for modern fits, good fabric, neutral or current colors, and pieces that fit today's lifestyle. So you do want to look for things that are more in trend, but I think that everything's taken on a little bit more of a quiet, more modern look today. So this is why I never permanently blacklist brands. I know some people do, but they come back over and over again. Even if it's more modern, sometimes the vintage come back over and over again. So what didn't sell 5 years ago, 6 years ago, in my closet and in your closet, may be exactly what you need right now to get your closet moving again. So I really think that these are the things that buyers want today. And when I say today, I mean January 2026. If you're watching this in January 2027, totally different, I'm sure. If you resell, save this video, or at least the logos, to what you should be looking for if the comps are good when you look them up. And if you want more reseller content like this, well, let me know. I'm going to be doing more cores. Let me know if there's anything you are interested in me posting about, in me putting out a video about. Even if I don't know about it, I'll look it up. I love learning and growing. You should know that by now. So, and if you'd like more trend updates like this, and different educational things, different funny things, hauls eventually again, if you want that, I am leaving it all up to you. What do you want? But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, follow along, and I'll see you again tomorrow.